Yo guys, what's going on? Cliffjumper 1984, your favorite Autobot, back with that natty ice. A few weeks ago, I did a video when the Super Nintendo Mini was announced about the games and what I thought about it. If you didn't see it, I'm going to throw that link down below here. There's several games that everyone has their opinion that should be on it, and I came up with my own list, as did many YouTubers. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go down through this list and why I think it should be on it. What I do, I got 8 games here. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yes. And the first one we're going to start off with is kind of like a toss-up. I think there should be a vertical shooter on the Super Nintendo Mini. And I know, well, we got Star Fox, we got a space shooter. And Super Nintendo isn't known for a lot of its vertical shooters. And I have 3 down here that kind of tied for the 8th spot. It was either Gradius 3, Super R-Type, or Darius Twin / Supernova. I don't know if that's okay, but I would take any of them. The only problem is with Gradius 3 is the slowdown. It's crazy, but it was like an early third-party title by Konami, and that's why I think it should definitely work with the Super Nintendo Mini. Sparkster. I just think it's a great third-party title. I'm sure licensing fees and everything like that, but it's a good action-adventure title. It just is one of those games that you think should be on there. Plus, with the Money of Commands and the other games that are on there for the Money of Commands, it's definitely, you know, something that maybe borderline I think would fit in there. We don't have a beat-em-up. I have Final Fight on my list. It was kind of a toss-up between Final Fight and like King of Dragons, but Final Fight is more iconic, being again an earlier third-party title on that. I'd rather go with number 1, even though there's not 2-player support like the other 2. Oh, let's see which one I pick next. So Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I'm surprised that not more people would throw that on their list. I actually owned that back when it came out, what, 92, 93, 91, somewhere around there. Because it's like, that's a cult classic. Everybody wants that game. Everybody loves the game who's played it. I don't know why I didn't put that on there. Again, it's probably licensing issues. ActRaiser, a couple people have been talking about that. It's because of the kind of RPG overhead view elements of the city building and the action of the other parts. I do have that on my Virtual Console. I've never owned the game. I used to rent that a lot when I had my Super Nintendo back in the day. Search of Eden, e.v.o, Evolution. A lot of people don't like that game because it's so monotonous, and I've only ROM'd it, of course, because of how much the game commands. I would like to get it down the line, but probably never will. I don't know why I enjoy it. It really is monotonous, and I'll agree with that, but there's so many different ways you can play the game, the way you want to involve your creatures, the replayability of it. It's pretty cool. That's all I got to say about that. A lot of here's number 2, before we get to number 1. A lot of people bring this game up a lot, and a lot of people have this on their top 10, top 5 games they want to see on the Super Nintendo Mini, which is Ninja Turtles 4 Turtle in Time. What can you say? It's the best beat-em-up on the game. Or, yeah, on the game, on the system. I actually have it. Yeah, I know I definitely have that. Well, we can say it's a good game. I remember playing that in the arcade at the beach and getting to slash with like 2 other people, and we probably were dumping like $2 or $3 into that a piece. And that, I'm talking that's like 1994 or something like that. That's awesome. And the only reason I have the game for the Super Nintendo is because it's actually my wife's, so that's what's cool. And number 1. The only reason I have on this, and this would be like the longest shot you would get on the Super Nintendo Mini, because we're lucky we got Star Fox 2, is Fire Emblem 4, which I'm not even going to pronounce it in the Japanese name because I'm going to botch it all up. It's translated as the Holy Wars or something like that. And it only makes sense because we've been getting all this Fire Emblem fandom right now with when they remade Gaiden, Echoes, Shadow of Valencia or whatever for 3DS. They were getting Fire Emblem We got Fire Emblem Heroes for the mobile, and I have that. We're getting 2 console games, which is Fire Emblem Warriors, Dynasty Warriors, port, or not port, but, made that type of game, and then we're going to get a Fire Emblem for the Switch. So I thought, maybe fan service on that would be great, crazy, because a lot of people want to see that remade. Well, hey, what do you think about my list? Do you have any games you would like to see in the Super Nintendo Mini? You're welcome to please throw a comment down below. If you haven't, subscribe to this channel, throw a like on this video, and hey, until next time, like always, drink one on me.